All right. Hey, friend, I am so glad to be with you today. Welcome to the first official episode of Guided by Faith. I'm Jay Holland, and I am excited over time to get to know you, and I get to share with you a little bit each day. I hope this is a huge encouragement in your faith and in your walk with Jesus and your journey. And I know it's going to be mine as I prepare these things to bring to you. So basically how it's going to work is each day each week, we will essentially kind of have one grand theme. And then each day I'll give you a little bit of that, about 4 to 5 minutes of your day. Your time is valuable. So I hope that that's a good nugget for you to be able to consume. This week, I want to jump into just one of the most major questions in the world. And that is, what on earth am I here for? Why am I here? Why do I exist? And I think it's really important for us to understand that there are two vastly different ways this can go. If you don't believe that God exists, then you are forced to ultimately say that we are nothing more than just some kind of random series of chances, and in our case, lucky chances, fortunate chances, but that there's ultimately nothing behind it, that when it comes down to it, I'm an accident. I am the product of a bang that then produced a lot of hot plasmic material that became quarks, that became atoms, that then conveniently formed into stars, which shot out the elements that formed into planets, which then conveniently over time had organic material form. And then the organic material somehow figured out how to come together and replicate. And then the replicating organic material began to form into cells. And then the cells, without any design or purpose, began to form into multicellular beings. And then these began to reproduce and to continue to get more and more and more complex over time, where eventually somehow we go from physics to biology with no plan, with no purpose, just a series of fortunate events. And then you and I exist as conscious, thinking, imagining, feeling beings that are just nothing but a series of fortunate chances in time. So that is one way to look at why you exist. The other way to look, though, is that you exist for a reason, you exist for a purpose. And, this is one of those, we go right back to the beginning of the Bible, because either you exist without God and truthfully without any real purpose or meaning, it's just chance and it's all going to go to nothing, or you were created by a creator. Genesis chapter 1 says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And then Hebrews 11:3 says, by faith we understand that the universe was created by the word of God, so that it was what is seen was not made out of things that are invisible. So the Bible does acknowledge you have to have faith to believe that God created the world. But think of the scenario I just gave you. I think you have to have even more faith to believe that we came from nothing, and now I am a conscious, thinking, feeling, reproducing human being, inordinately complex, more complex than any house or factory that's ever been made by complete accident. But I know that's not true about me, and I know it's not true about you. Psalm 139 says, for you have formed my inward parts. You knitted me in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well. My frame was not hidden from you in secret when I was made in the depths of the earth. Your eyes have seen my unformed substance, and in your book they were written, every one of them, the days of my life, when as yet there was not one. Friend, you are not an accident. You are not chance. Your life has meaning and value. You were created by a creator. He saw you before you were born. He had a plan for you before you exist. And as we continue this week, we are going to continue to unpack why on earth you're here. But today, I want you to get and believe from the bottom of your heart, you are here for a reason. You are not an accident. And you can start to pray and ask God, what do you have me here for?